Hey guys, the next park we went to was Mirabilandia. This park, we were mainly here for two coasters of course, but the other parts of the park was okay. Not one of the best parks I've been to at all, but it is decent. I have to say that we didn't ride the dark ride for whatever reason. I seriously don't remember why we didn't. And then there's a walkthrough attraction which is an upcharge. We didn't ride that either. So keep that in mind. Number 10 spot goes to Oil Tower 2. This is the normal drop tower of the SNS towers. This is a modern one in terms of the ceiling and the strains and stuff. Force-wise, it's very basic and very forgettable, I think. Just like most of the SNS. It's an okay ride. Number 9 spot goes to Outo Splash. This is their Intamin flume. It has a double down, which is fun. Other than that, it's a pretty basic, not that great flume. It's okay. Number 8 spot goes to RBra. This rafting was mainly very basic and not that interesting, but it has two very fun and very good water effects. Other than that, very basic rafting. This is where we get into the good rides. Elor Falls is a shoots to shoots rides with a massive splash. This is a very fun ride. The drop itself is very fun, and then the water breaks you very hard, and to look up on that massive wave that comes up is just a very fun experience, and you also get soakingly wet, but it's in Italy, so that's totally fine. At number 6 spot we have Desma Race, the Mauer Rides spike coaster. These models, I've ridden 2 of these. One of them were very underwhelming. This one, very fun. You have some slight float airtime pops. There is also a speeder where you can control the speed, but I actually kind of doubt that it does anything because I didn't feel different in matter of what I did, so I don't really know. But all I know is that this coaster was a fun time. Number 5 spot we have a very strange coaster. It's called Master Tie. It's built by a company that's called Preston and Barbary or something like that. This is a super unique dueling coaster. It is honestly very rough and janky in the transitions, but that's kind of part of what makes it so fun. You have lap bars, so you don't hurt your head, and it really throws you around. It is very intense in the transitions also, especially towards the back. And it does 2 laps, so it goes around both the tracks, just like Twisted Colossus, for example. Very unique coaster. I really like it. Number 4 spot we have Gold Digger. This is a wild mouse from L&T System, an Italian manufacturer, and I think this is a very good wild mouse. I've ridden 2 of these models, the other one being in Cavallino Matto, and this one is bigger and longer and faster in the switchbacks. It seems like this model just has very powerful switchbacks, and this one even stronger than the other one. They don't really have any airtime on the drop because they are too shallow to offer any, but I live for the laterals. They are amazing, and therefore it's definitely my 4th favorite coaster here. Number 3 spot we have Diversal, the intimate water coaster here. This ride is massive. It's a giant water coaster, 50 meters tall. 100 kilometers an hour. It's very fast for a water coaster, very tall for a water coaster. The drop is very underwhelming. The rest of this ride is very fun. The elevator lift hill is very unique and quite freaky actually. Then the helix gives some good levels, and the splash make you very wet. A very fun ride, and you also really feel the speed on this one. So overall, I really like this coaster, even though it's not that forceful at all. So before clicking on this video, you definitely knew what the top 2 was gonna be, or at least what 2 coasters that would make the top 2. But actually, it's not by as much as you might think actually. I think the number 2 spot for me, which is Katten, I think that is way closer to number 3 and 4 than it is to number 1. And that is because of my preference, because Katten is a great ride. It is very smooth, it is a long ride, it is fairly forceful. Not by any means the most forceful being an invert that I've ridden. It has some very great inversions, some whippy ones also in the outer seats. I also do find the outer seats to give a little bit of head banging. But yeah, I can't really complain about that much. It's just not my biggest preference, these being in inverts with bulky restraints and heavily focusing on positive G-forces. Not my favorite rides, it's a good ride. The ride for me here is definitely Icespeed, and I have no doubts in my mind about that. I've been wanting to ride Icespeed since I was a little kid, and this year was finally the year, and it did not disappoint. Everything from the very forceful launch to the great top hat, some good airtime moments throughout the ride, some very whippy inversions and transitions, some very intense positive G-forces also, to just the very good pacing into the mid-course at least. This ride is absolutely incredible. It does so many things very well. It's definitely world class for me. I think it is one of the better coasters that I've ridden for sure. So yeah, definitely number one in this park, and one of the better rides in Europe for sure. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Bye guys.